Hello everybody. Today we will talk about present simple and present continuous and the difference between them. Let's start. They are very different tenses. Still, sometimes we may have trouble with them. So this presentation is to make it clear. Let's start with the difference. The first example, I teach English, and the second one, I am teaching English. When I say I teach English, I mean this is my job. It is something general. But when I say I am teaching English, this is what I am doing at the moment. I am teaching you English at the moment. So this is something about at the moment, now. Let's see some more examples. They live in the USA. I am studying for the exams these days. The first one is with present simple. The second one is with present continuous. What's the difference then? They live in the USA means that they live in the USA all the time. It's living, it's something general, you know. It is a permanent state, USA. And the second one, I am studying for the exams these days, means that I am studying only these several days. The action is taking place only for a short period of time. This is not general. This is about a short period of time. Then, how do we form present simple? If our subjects are I, you, we, or they, we use verb 1, the basic form of the verb, just live. But if our subjects are he, she, or it, we use the verb with an S, like in the leaves example. I live in the USA. She studies architecture. Here we put S, but here we didn't put an S to the verb because our subject is I, but here our subject is she. And the verb be. Remember the forms of the verb be for the present simple tense. We all know these actually. I am, he, she, it, is, we, you, they, are. Those are also verbs, and those are also present simple. I am a teacher and you are students. Negative forms we have for all verbs except be. Remember this is important. Except be, amizar, we use don't or doesn't plus verb. Remember this is important. We do not put s to the verb in negative forms. All right. I live in the USA. I don't live in the USA. Do not. This is negative form. And an example with she studies architecture. She doesn't study architecture. Be careful. Here we do not put s to the end of the verb because it is negative, because we have doesn't here. And negative form of be. For the verb be, simply add the word not after the verb. Very easy. Like what? Like I am tired. I am not tired. She is rich. She is not rich. They are here. They are not here. What about questions and short answers? We form questions by putting auxiliary do or does or any form of the verb be before the subject. Do you live in the USA? We put do before the subject. And here again, be careful. There is not S at the end of the verb. Yes, I do. This is short answer, or no, I don't. Does she study medicine? Here again, be careful. Because our subject is she, we put does to the beginning of the sentence. And again, we do not put as here because it's a question. Yes, she does, or no, she doesn't. Are they friends? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. We use present simple. 1. For the facts or things that are always or generally true. Like what? Like water boils at 100 degrees. It rains a lot in Lithuania. The sky is blue. Those are correct in any conditions. So we use present simple. 2. For situations that are more or less permanent. I live in New York. John works in a bank. Lisa studies architecture. Those are like permanent situations, so we use again present simple: living, working, studying. We use present simple with that kind of words. And 3, for things we do regularly: hobbies, habits, and routines. Every day I get up at 7:30. I have a shower and eat breakfast. Then I take the train to work. Every Thursday I play basketball. Those are routines. That's why we use present simple. And 4, for actions that are scheduled. The train leaves at 9 p.m. The lessons start at 8 o'clock in the morning. And we have some helpful words. I call them like these, helpful words for us, because they are adverbs of frequency and time phrases. When you see one of those words, you can understand that you need to use present simple tense. Like what? Always, often, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, once a week, twice a month, every day, 4 times a year, every Tuesday. Let's see the examples. I never go to the cinema alone. My grandmother sees her doctor twice a month. Those things show us that we need to use present simple tense in the sentence. And how do we form present continuous this time? The present continuous tense. We use subject and then verb to be and then verb plus ing. When you see to be, amizar, and ing, you will remember present continuous tense. Like I am eating. We use subject and then to be and then ing to the end of the word. Negative forms and questions of present continuous. Are you eating? I'm not eating. Is she singing? She is not singing. Are they reading? They are not reading. Very easy, but remember, use amizar and ing in the present continuous tense. When do we use present continuous? For actions happening now at the moment of speaking. Like what? Like it is raining outside. We can see it. It is raining. Or he can't pick up the phone. He is having a shower now. Now is our clue because it's happening now. For temporary actions, we are looking for a new house at the moment. They are painting the fence. They are painting at the moment. For fixed arrangements, plans in the near future, we also use present continuous. Plans, but they have to be in the near future. I am going out with him tonight. We are flying to Paris tomorrow morning. You see, they are in the future, but near future. You can use present continuous tense. For currently changing and developing situations, the earth is getting hotter and hotter. The winters in Lithuania are becoming warmer and warmer. The prices are increasing all the time. Currently changing and developing situations. Usually we also use present continuous with those situations. Time expressions we use with present continuous. Again, I want to mention that they are very important because they are your clues, your helpers. When you see now, or when you want to talk about now, at the moment, at present, these days, nowadays, today, tonight, you need to use present continuous. What was it? Amizar plus verb plus ing. Like what? Like, my mother is cooking at the moment. I am going dancing tonight. Amizar, verb ing. Amizar, verb ing. Let's revise. Present simple and present continuous. Be careful. If we have general truths, we use present simple. If we are talking about what is happening now, we use present continuous. Routines and habits, present simple. Changing, developing situations, present continuous. Permanent situations, present simple. Temporary situations, present continuous. Timetables, present simple. And fixed future plans, present continuous again. Here we have a practice section. We need to choose the correct form, present simple or present continuous. Let's look at the first one. I live in New York or I am living in New York. Can you answer? Can you make a guess? We talked about it because living is a permanent action. We use present simple in this. So let's underline the correct option. I live in New York. And the second one, she is reading a book now or she reads a book now. Be careful. Look at the end of the sentence. It says now. Now is our helper. We understand that it must be present continuous tense. So she is reading a book now. 3. I don't like football or I am not liking football. It is something about general. So we use present simple again. I don't like football. And 4. Every day we go to school or every day we are going to school. You can understand the answer from your clue again. It says every day. Every day, this is a routine. You must use present simple in here. So the answer is every day we go to school. And 5, it rains outside or it is raining outside. It's probably about at the moment when you look outside, you will see the rain. So it is raining, present continuous tense. It is happening now. And 6, do you ride a bicycle every morning or are you riding a bicycle every morning? Again, the word every will help us to understand the tense better. Every morning, this is a routine. So we have to say, do you write? We have to use present simple tense. And 7, I usually am going to bed late, or I usually go to bed late. Here that is usually. Adverb of frequency, we need to use go present simple in here. And 8, he is staying at the hotel these days, or he stays at the hotel these days. These days, we can understand the answer from this part. These days, if you see that kind of words, you need to understand that you need to use present continuous. So the answer is he is staying, okay? And 9, the sun rises in the east. The sun is rising in the east. Remember the explanations. This is a general truth about the earth. This is correct in every time, so we need to use present simple. The sun rises in the east. And 10, we are traveling to London next week, or we travel to London next week. It says next week. It is near future, so we need to use present continuous. We are traveling is the correct answer. Okay, let me clear my screen, and that's it. Thank you for listening.